What up, YouTube? It's your main man, Boyz4Life, coming at you with another fucking video. So it finally happened. It finally happened. Lord Brunson and I finally were able to do a video together. It finally happened. He had me on his Google Hangouts. It's up on his page. Now, I know he's going to watch this video, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to download that video that he had, take it, edit it out to where it's just him and I having a little conversation. Him asking me questions, and then that's probably all I'm going to put and talk about what happened. Probably do that tomorrow when I have more time. Tonight I'm going to go see the new X-Men movie, Dark Phoenix, with my younger brother. So that's what I'm going to be doing, but I just want to come talk to y'all right now real quick. It was fun. It was fun. I had legit, we were talking about it yesterday at the end of the morning today, and I honestly fell back asleep, and I didn't get on it right away when he wanted to do it at noon. And it was funny because he kept saying I punked out. I was punking out. But I was in the comments like, hey man, I'm here, let's do this. I'm ready to go, let's go. And it finally happened 15 minutes, around 12:15 is when it happened. And he asked me a few questions of why, what makes us relevant. And basically, it's just because we're relevant because of how we were in the 90s, and everyone thinks that everyone, media included, still perceives us that way, even though it's been 20 plus years since we've made it, 23 years since we made it to the conference game, and a couple more, 24, 25 years since we've even made it to a Super Bowl. Now I'm about to drive off right here, so hopefully, okay, I made it. So anyway, everyone still perceives us as the guys, that relevant team from the 90s, even though we haven't done anything since 95. So that's where I put us. Why I say we're relevant is because people still talk about us, still view us that way, and hope that we can get back to that dominance. And that's why we are deemed relevant. There's teams that he named that haven't even made it to the conference game or to the Super Bowl in X amount of years or whatever. And, well, they're irrelevant because they didn't dominate like we did at one point. They don't have as many Super Bowls as we did at one point. They don't have any Super Bowl appearances, close to Super Bowl appearances as we do. And they don't have that history behind it to where they can be deemed relevant when they haven't done anything in 23 plus years. So that's been, I didn't get to explain all that in the video because, like I said, I was still waking up. I got up, got dressed, and I went to the gym, and we were doing our little talk while I was in my car. He was on the couch, and we didn't get to talk much. He had some stuff to do. I needed to do some things. But it was a good little video, and he asked me, do I view the Cowboys, do I think the Cowboys are better than the Eagles? And I told him, yes, I do. And I gave him my reasons why. We beat y'all last year. We beat them last year. That deems us better. Now, he wanted to turn around and say, hey, we finished, our season ended at the same time. Just different days, same divisional, the same round. It ended. I was like, and I told him he was right. And so he asked, so how do you view us? How are the Cowboys better than the Eagles? And I said, boy, look, we both ended the same round, right? We both made it to the playoffs, right? And now you look at the head-to-head. What happened? We swept y'all. We're better. That's how I view it. Now he wanted to turn around and say, well, the Panthers beat us, so are they better than us? And I said, no, you trumped the Panthers because you made it to the playoffs. They didn't. That's why you're better. Even though they beat you, because you're not going to have perfect seasons. So they beat you, but yet you had a better season, and you're better because you went further. It's a trickle-down effect. You got to look at it like, all right, we both made it here. Now, let's look at it like when you have a tie, right? For the division, right? What do they look at? The head-to-heads, right? When you got a tie, when you're trying to fight for a wild card spot, who has better divisional wins? You know, what do the head-to-head look like? You know, did that, you know, whatever the factors may be. That's how you view the team better, and that's what it was. That's why I told them the Eagles were better than the Cowboys last year. And I told them, until you beat us, the Cowboys are going to be better. Doesn't matter if we didn't make it to the Super Bowl, because they didn't make it either. Doesn't matter if we made it to the playoffs, because they made it. Doesn't matter if we if we lost in the divisional round, because you know what? They lost in the divisional round. Now we're going to look at our head-to-head. What happened? We beat you. We're better. Plain and simple. Last year, we were better. Now we're going to see what happens this year. Then he asked me, you know, who had the better offseason. And like I said, I was still kind of waking up, not an excuse, but I kind of wanted to be like, I told him, I was like, look, we got rid of some players, and I think we added better key players. Now, with his team, they added some good key players, you know, Malik Jackson, Deshaun Jackson, but they're older guys. I think that they're like, Deshaun Jackson is in his 30s, and I think Malik Jackson is like 29 or almost 30 years old, and he's coming off the bench over there in Jacksonville. So, and then he wants to ask me about Robert Quinn and his seizures, and I told him, hold up, I watched the video of what you did, so I did my research on his medical history. That shit happened in high school. His seizure-like symptoms where he wasn't feeling well and he almost died or whatever, and I almost stopped him to play because they have a tumor that he had. That shit happened in high school. That wasn't anywhere. That had nothing to do with him getting to the NFL and having 15, 18 plus sacks that one year. And we talked, he fell off a little bit. Well, actually, when you have that kind of production one year and then the following year you follow it up with like 5 or 6 sacks, you fall off a lot. But still, Robert Quinn is still a force. He was a starter over in Miami, and he's going to be a starter here, especially with Gregory being out. So, it was a fun deal. We finally got to do it. I hope to do more with him, more conversations with him, because I liked it when he was asking me questions, because I had an answer for everything and how I view things, and how I see things. And we had some common ground on one thing, because he's over here asking me, how do I, what was the question? It had something to do with how do I view my team being, again, better than the Eagles, and since we didn't win the Super Bowl, this and that. And I told him, look, we may have not won a Super Bowl, but I'm not one of these Cowboy fans that celebrates the divisional wins. I'm not. He asked me, am I having a banner put up next year for our team because we beat them twice? I said, no, we're not. But at the same time, I'm not one of these Cowboy fans that celebrates divisional championships. I'm not one of these Cowboy fans that celebrates one playoff win. Yeah, I'll be happy because that's my team, and I'm going to talk about it and be excited about it that we won a playoff game. But like I told him, the end goal for me is not to win a playoff game. My end goal for all of us should be a Super Bowl, and we shouldn't celebrate, oh my God, we had a great year, we won a playoff game. No, not at all. We should not be doing that. We should just take it in stride. Okay, look, we had a good year, we won a playoff game, but next year we need to be better. Not be excited about winning one playoff game. We can't be like that, because that ain't us. We're settling for mediocrity, winning a playoff game. No, we need to be winning Super Bowls. That's what we are. That's what our makeup is. Not, oh yeah, we finally got to the playoffs. Now we won a game. Oh yeah, and be all happy about it. No, we can't be like that. But man, it started to come down, and I gotta figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get inside without getting wet, even though I'm probably gonna get wet. But that's all I got for you. I'm like I said, I'm going to take what we talked about and I'm gonna put it on my channel. And Lord Brunson, if I know you're watching, or when you watch, I'm just wanting to make sure that that's cool with you, man, that I do that. So I'm not gonna do it until I get the okay from him. But that's all I got. I'm out. Peace.